Hello students, welcome back to your physics class. I hope everyone is good. In the previous section you have learned that how we can measure area and volume of an irregular object, and you have also learned about density. Let's recall density. Density of any substance is the mass per unit volume of that substance, or we can say that it is the measure that how closely the particles are packed in the matter or in that substance. Today we will see the relationship of density with mass and volume, that how density is related to mass and volume. As we know, density is equal to mass per unit volume, or we can say that density is directly proportional to mass and inversely proportional to volume. That directly proportional means if mass of an object is more, then its density will be more, and if mass is less, then density will also be less. And if volume of that object is less, then its density will be more, and if volume is more, then its density will be less. So this is the basic relationship between density, mass and volume. Now we will further extend this concept to see the relationship between density, mass and volume, and we will discuss two cases. The first one is, if we take two objects having equal masses, then can their size or volume will also be equal. As we know, all matter in nature has mass, बट अगर हम दो ऑब्जेक्ट्स ले रहे हैं जिनका मास सेम है, तो क्या उनके जो वॉल्यूम्स है वो भी सेम होंगे, और they will can whether they will occupy the same amount of space? No, it's not necessary. Why? Because their densities can differ. Because their densities will be different. I can take an example. For example, if we take 1 kg of iron and 1 kg of cotton, two substances, iron and cotton, having the same mass of 1 kg, then they don't have equal volumes. Why? Because of their different densities, because they differ in their densities. As we know, cotton is very fluffy and iron is hard. So we can say that the density of cotton is less as compared to that of iron. So they differ in their densities. So that's why they don't have equal volume. As we know, if density is different, then their volume will also be different. If density is more, then volume will be less. So due to different densities, two objects having same masses need not to be have equal volumes. So the first case is this, that substances of equal masses need not to be of equal volumes, as I have already explained you. We can take one more example. For example, when we weigh vegetables on a beam balance, a standard weight or stone is placed on one pan and vegetables are placed on the other pan, then the size or the volume of the weighing stone need not to be equal to the size or volume of that vegetables. It is obvious, as we know. For example, if we take tomatoes as vegetable on one pan and the standard stone on the other pan, then it is obvious that the volume of the tomatoes will be more than that of the volume of the standard stone, even though both are having the same masses. So it means matter contained in unit volume of the weighing stone is more closely packed or denser than that in the tomatoes. Because I have already explained you that if we take this standard weight that is made of iron, then we can say that it is concluded from this concept that the particles in the standard weight are much closely packed in the unit volume as compared to that in the tomatoes. So it confirms that substances of equal masses need not to be of equal volumes. So this is the first case. And the second case is that substances of equal volumes need not to be of equal masses. अब बात आती है कि अगर हम दो सब्सटेंस लेते हैं जिनका वॉल्यूम तो सेम है, तो क्या उनके मासेस भी सेम हो सकते हैं? So it is not necessary. Why? Because the same reason is there again, because their density will be different. Their densities can differ. Two substances having equal volumes can differ in their masses. Let's take an example. For example, if we take a wooden block and thermocol block of the same size or same volume, and we place the two on the pans of a beam balance, then we can see that the balance pointer will point towards or will swing towards the wooden block. Why? Because as we know, wooden block is heavier than that of the thermocol block. Thermocol you all have seen, it is very light, and so we can say that it is less denser as compared to wooden block. So it means the wooden block is heavier or than thermocol, and this shows that the substances of equal volumes need not to have equal masses. We can take one more example, or you can do one more activity to confirm this. You can take two bottles and fill one bottle with water and other bottle with kerosene oil and place them on the pans of the beam balance. When you will place them on the pans of the beam balance, then you will see that the balance pointer will swing towards that pan which contains water bottle as compared to that of the kerosene oil bottle. Why? Because the density of water is more than that of the density of kerosene oil. As I have written here, the density of water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube, and the density of kerosene oil is 806 kilogram per meter cube. It means the density of kerosene oil is less than that of density of water. So अगर हमने एक बॉटल को वाटर के साथ फिल किया और दूसरी को केरोसिन ऑयल के साथ, तो ऑब्वियसली जो बैलेंस पॉइंटर है इट विल सिंक टुवर्ड्स दी water bottle. Why? Because the density of water is more than that of the kerosene oil, and in grams this is 1 gram per centimeter cube, and the density of kerosene oil is 0.806 gram per centimeter cube. I can also show you the densities of some substances that are shown in this table. These are the different substances like ice, gold, copper, aluminium, iron, and this is the physical state they have written. Solid state, this is in liquid state, this is in gaseous state, and this is the density of various substances. So the densities of these all substances is different. We can compare the density of one substance from this table. As you can see, the density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, and that of kerosene oil is 806 kilogram per meter cube, and that in grams it is also shown here. So you can just compare the densities of different substances from this table. But if the table is not available to you, or you can't learn these values, so what we have to do to compare the densities of two objects? So we will compare the mass per unit volume of different objects to compare the densities of that objects. So from this we conclude that two cases can happen when one of the substance is more denser than the other. यही जो दो केस हैं हो सकते हैं कि अगर हम दो सब्सटेंस ले रहे हैं इक्वल मासेस के, तो उनकी ज़रूरी नहीं है कि उनकी वॉल्यूम्स इक्वल होंगे, और अगर हम इक्वल वॉल्यूम के ले रहे हैं तो ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि उनकी जो दो मास है वो भी सेम होंगे. तो अगर हमें डेंसिटीज को कंपेयर करना है, देन वी विल जस्ट कंपेयर द मास पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम ऑफ डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स. सो इन दिस वे वी कैन कंपेयर द डेंसिटीज ऑफ two substances or various substances. So next we will do some numericals based on density. So these are some numericals. First numerical is to calculate the density of substance whose mass is 500 gram and volume is 40 centimeter cube. As we know, density is mass per unit volume. So before doing the calculation, we will see that the units should be same. That unit should be either in CJ system or it can be either in SI system. Now both the units are in CJ systems, so we can directly put the values and do the calculation. Mass is 500 and volume is 40. By putting the values, we will get the value of the density, that is equal to 12.5 gram per centimeter cube. Units are compulsory, we have to write the units also. Next is to calculate the mass of a spherical object whose radius is 3 centimeter and the density of the object is 2 gram per centimeter cube. Before calculating mass, we need to calculate the volume, because density is equal to mass per unit volume. तो अब हमारे पास वॉल्यूम तो है ही नहीं, बट डेंसिटी गिवन है तो वॉल्यूम हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा पहले. उसके लिए रेडियस हमें दिए हुए है. रेडियस इज 3 centimeter. वी विल राइट द गिवन थिंग्स. डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू 2 gram per centimeter cube. So we need to find the volume of the spherical object before calculating the mass of the object. As we know, the volume of spherical object is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Pi, you know, it is a constant having value of 3.14 multiplied by radius cube 3 into 3 into 3. So it will be equal to 113.04 centimeter cube. So the mass of the object, we can write it is equal to density multiplied by volume. As we know that density is equal to mass or volume. So we will just transpose this volume on the other side of the equality. It will multiplied with density. So it will be equal to density into volume, and we will get the mass of that object in grams. Next is the density of ice is 930 kilogram per meter cube. Calculate the volume of an ice of mass 1000 kg. Density is given. We will write the things that are given. Mass is given 1000 kg. Density is also given 930 kilogram per meter cube. These are in the same SI units. So we will put the value of mass and density in the formula of volume. We can find volume by volume is equal to mass over density. As we know, density is equal to mass over volume. We will just transpose these two things. So volume is equal to mass over density. Put the value of mass and density. We will get the volume of the ice. So it will be equal to 1.075 meter cube. So these are the simple numericals. I will also give you in the assignment you can do. So I hope you will understand all these topics. Thank you.